Meet Bob, a humble but remarkable ant. Bob lives in a colony of 50,000 ants. Not a big colony when compared to some others, but it was home nonetheless. Bob's day begins in the heart of his colony. Unlike humans, Bob isn't lazy and spends the whole night sleeping. Instead, he relies on power naps. According to research, an average ant takes approximately 250 power naps a day, each lasting just about a minute. Bob's colony has 3 types of ants. First, there's the queen, which we all know and love. Then comes the males, who act as soldiers of the colony. Garry is one of the soldiers and a close friend of Bob. They are even nearly the same age. And then there comes Bob, a worker ant. Bob's main role in the colony is that of a forager. He sets out with a team of fellow workers on a mission to find food. His keen sense of smell guides him to tiny food crumbs and discarded treats. But the main challenge comes when Bob and his team finds a praying mantis. They charge on the mantis, and in the process, many of his companions die. But in the end, all the ants manage to subdue the mantis. Now comes the heavy work. Bob and his team work together to carry the food back to the colony, ensuring the survival of their queen and young. Chemical trail laid by Bob ensures that others can easily follow the path, leading them to the precious food source. Ants communicate through touch and chemical signals. Once back, Bob shares a friendly antennal touch with Garry and goes off to take care of the queen and her larvae. But as he was about to feed the queen, something happened. It begins. A daring invasion. Rival ant colony, driven by competition for resources, send scouts to infiltrate Bob's territory. These scouts leave chemical marks or pheromones to communicate with their colony and establish the location of the target. A brutal battle follows. Ants fight fiercely, with Bob's colony defending their home at all costs. Soldier ants take positions, ready to give their lives for the colony. Ants from both sides engage in combat, with biting, stinging, and grappling. When the dust settles, there is often a heavy toll on both sides. Injured and fallen ants bear witness to the brutal nature of these clashes. Bob tries to find Garry in the aftermath, but he couldn't. Garry was lost in the battle. In the world of ants, battles for survival are a stark reality, and Bob knows that. Thankfully, the colony managed to defend itself. As the sun sets, the victorious colony tends to its wounded and rebuilds. Bob has lots of work to do, cleaning and maintaining the intricate tunnels and chambers that make up their underground home. He communicates with fellow ants using chemical signals, coordinating their efforts to keep the colony running smoothly. And just like this, another day of Bob's life ends. What adventures will come next? Who knows?
Join us in celebrating the remarkable, the unusual, and the awe-inspiring wilderness, because in the world of nature, true wonders come in all shapes and sizes, and all you have to do is subscribe.